And that's how it's done, folks. A Day in the books. A new era has begun. It's the Kalen DeBoer era, and it's also Christian Ballard with Ballard Sports Media. How we doing tonight? We'll drop the link. I want to. I do want to get, especially if we can get some Bama fans on. Godfather of the SEC, what's going on, Waylon? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you in the comments tonight, man. I miss talking with you. And I hope you're doing well, bro, for sure. But as you can see by the title, it is Saturday night. Alabama A-Day recap. Ballard needed a different plan. I'll get to that soon. Let's just say this. My experience at in Tuscaloosa today, going to Bryant Denny Stadium for the second time ever. I went with Millis and company back in 2022 for the Vanderbilt game. That was better than what I did today. You would think that it would for a fan, it just gets better every time you go. I I was waiting to go home today because my phone level was dropping and everything, and I didn't wanna have a dead phone. I mean, I left early. I did. I know Nick Saban would get mad, but, and by the way, I got the game on right now. I record like all the games. So of course I got A-Day recorded on YouTube TV. But kind of watching it back, the team looked really good. I did get to sit in the stands and watch some of it, but you can only see so much from where you sit. But watching it back, great offense at times. Ty Simpson looked pretty good. Milrose struggled a little bit, but I still think he's our quarterback. I still think it's his job to lose. Um, Getting back to my side of things for A-Day, um, I got to experience some stuff for the first time. I got to go to the Walk of Champs and Denny Chimes and hear Nick Saban address the team and see Big Al conduct the $1,000,000 band. Thought that was really good. Only thing is, I was supposed to meet up with Ramajama Taylor, and I love you, bro, but man, I it didn't happen. It just didn't. I think what I did was he told me what section he was sitting in. Um, 34-28, the final score of the game today. White team beat Crimson. Calendar board was happy. I was supposed to meet up. It was supposed to be Crimson Brave, Raymond Jamma Taylor, somebody. I did run into Adam Woodard, if you guys recognize the name from the comments section. I did run into him and I think his girlfriend. So I did meet them. So it's not like I didn't meet anybody today and I was by myself the whole time. I kind of followed them around, but I still never ran into Taylor. But we talked on the phone quite a bit. We talked about how it was, just like it got to the point for me where it was just stressful and I had to leave and go home. And it's not that I won't ever do it again. I think I went into this with like so much expectation and hyped up and excitement, which is good. That's how you should feel. I think we could have had a better plan. It's like we had the right idea, but the wrong execution on this part. So that's just kind of my side of things from 8A today. Watch the game itself, watching it back here and watching highlights and everything, and what I was able to see live. You know, I will say that the uh I thought the offensive line looked improved. I know that's kind of been the struggle the last couple years for the Alabama Crimson Tide has been the offensive line. It looked like it did okay. It helped out with the offense a little bit, but you know, we we know that Milrow is the anticipated starter. We know that he's the guy, and it's his job to lose. I think that he did score on, like, his first possession first couple possessions, first 2 or 3, something like that, and it helped the white team. He led the white team to a 28 to nothing lead, right? Um, Jama Jamar Miller or Jamarian Miller, we just call him Jam Miller, really. A long run by him. Jeremy Bernard comes in from Washington, used to be at Michigan State too. Big, huge play, um, 50 plus yards for a touchdown for Bernard. Was able to find the sideline at one time in the game. When you look at the quarterbacks overall, just to sum this up here, sum up the offenses. Jalen's team, Ty's team. You got the backups of Lonergan and Austin Mack. Jalen Miller was 3 for 9 for 100 yards. Ty Simpson, 7 of 12 for 102. Dylan Lonergan, 8 of 12 for 67. 6 for 9 for Austin Mack, the transfer, for 33 yards. That's good. I'm also confident. See, the thing is, I still don't understand completely how they did the scoring. There were a lot of points when you look at the final score of the board, right? 34-28. Okay. Does that mean the defense was out there not doing their job? No. You got points for I think were they were like giving out points for turnover? And I've seen this before. It's nothing new. But you kind of give out points for turnovers and it's I don't know. It's weird. They really mix things up. What they traditionally would do for the 8A game is they would have a running clock. There was no running clock. There was no running clock in today's game. You would normally have it, um, and it would be a nonstop clock until someone scored, even after an incompletion. Like the clock would still run under Nick Saban, and you got to hustle. You got to get there, get back to the line. Time's running out. TikTok, right? So, uh, it's like there were there were a lot of great players out there. There are a lot of great plays, but playmakers on offense made the defense look suspect. That's the big takeaway from the 8A game that I got was that you had so many good playmakers on the offensive side. Jeremy Bernard, Jam Miller. I could go down the list. Malachi Moore is back. Is a fifth year starter, and he was a starter last year. Initially, they the defense could not hold onto the offense. But what you could tell was there was get they're getting after it. They're improving. They are uh you know, they had uh they had improved throughout the game, the defense did. You know, Jeremiah Alexander was out there at linebacker, Justin I try not to butcher this name. Okoronko. Okoronko? He had 11 total tackles. He is a red shirt. No, is he a true freshman out there? He's either a red shirt or a true but he's a freshman. He's really young. So, um, 3-star Dre Kirkpatrick Jr., Nick Saban's first ever legacy commit, of course, coming in as a freshman this year. And of course, Nick Saban's not here, but Dre Kirkpatrick Jr. had a pick at one point towards the end of the game and kind of tightrope down the sidelines and went out of bounds. Whatever. And uh that was good. I liked it. Hey Jerry. Hey Dan well yeah, Daniel Berry and the Godfather Waylon. Hope everyone's doing good. I'm gonna drop the link. If you guys want to come on and talk, you can. Yeah, if anyone watched this game on TV and wants to offer insight, that's fine. It was just one of those things. I'll be honest, like I'm reading from notes and everything that I had. I had to go back and watch some highlights and kind of talk about it. But it's like for me, today was a day of experience. I got great experience driving today for sure. I mean, you talk about trying to get to Tuscaloosa from where I live on the lake, buddy. It's a drive. I mean, it's like 2 hours, just under that, right? And I see you back there, Zimtex. We'll get you on here in a minute. Well, like driving to Tuscaloosa from here, holy cow, can't do it. I mean, I survived today. Then I get there, I'm trying to hit up Ramma Jamma Taylor and everybody. I'm like, "Where y'all at?" They tell me where they're at. Well, here's the thing. "Oh, we're in this section." I don't even remember what the section was, but it's the same on both sides. They didn't clarify. So I don't know. Maybe I was on the other end. I don't know. Anyway, let's get our guest on. Zimtex, how you doing?
Hey, what's up? How are you?
Good. I don't recognize the name. How long you been watching the channel?
Not long. I just saw you because, Uncle
Kinda
Roof.
yeah. Know him well.
Yeah, I watched the game. Uh, I liked their offense, and I think maybe I heard people say that our defense is it's for a show, or like I don't know how to describe it, but our defense is just the coach told them to perform that way.
Oh, like it was scripted or something?
Yeah,
It's possible. I mean, sometimes they mess around with the spring game and it gets to the point of like the coach wants to see something specific. I Here's the thing. I would hate to believe that Coach DeBoer looked at the defense and said, "Go out there and, you know, just mess it up." I would hate to believe that, but maybe he said something along the lines instead of that, maybe he said, "Hey, let's take it easy on our offense today and let's give them an opportunity to go and put some points up and make big plays." Maybe he put it in that term. I don't think for show or anything that Kalen DeBoer said, "Let's suck it up on defense." You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Yeah.
But you could be right. I mean, who knows? I don't know
I
what
just
was
said
said.
that because that they were playing bad and then they started doing good, or I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it's one of those things where, like, even in a real football game, like during the regular season, it's possible Alabama has a couple of these. You know, they play teams like Wisconsin and South Carolina, Georgia. I could go down the list, and um, I would say some teams out there in a regular season game, they don't want to show their cards. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
early on in the season, you don't want to show everybody what you're made of until the right time of the season, and then it's all firepower from there, right?
Yeah, I
So,
understand that. Yeah.
yeah.
Um.
So,
Hopefully, we can reach the national title. I've been seeing some people think that we're already going to win. We're going 15-0. I don't know about that, but we'll wait and see.
Nah, trust me, that's not happening, but yeah, I do think, I mean, here's the thing, they got experience out there, and Kalen DeBoer's experience, he knows what it takes to make the college football play. He made it last year to a national title. He knows what it takes. The only thing I'll say is he is not gonna come into this program and do what Nick Saban did. Nobody will ever touch or sniff that, you know? Like, he could be great, and he could win a title or 2 for Alabama. And he could even I think he could even do it this year. I just don't know.
Yeah. Also, it was weird because usually I think Nick Saban wears a suit, and I didn't see that on him, but it's different the way he does stuff compared to Nick Saban. So
Yeah. I'm concerned with how the team looks, not how the coach looks.
yeah, yeah, I know.
Yeah, but no, look, Kalen was rocking that hoodie for sure, and, you know, talked to a couple fans while I was at the game today, and they had no complaints about anything like that. They said, "I just hope the team looks good." And for the most part, they did.
Yeah, I know. Hopefully, I know I saw Georgia and their defense looked really good. Hopefully, we'll be able to contain them.
Yeah, I haven't really watched anybody else today just because I went to the game. I didn't really I was at home where I could switch channels up or anything, so I don't know how anybody else did.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, that's why I watched.
It's
I didn't go to the game. I just watched it on TV.
Yeah. You can talk about it though, for sure, I'd love to hear.
Yeah. Well, I saw one of their receivers make a good pass, but that's the only play. I mean, I saw
Yeah,
some of their defense too, but I just saw that, and I saw that Dominic Lovett. I think that's him. They made a really pass that was like hard. I don't know. It looked really cool.
yeah.
All right.
Well, we'll see, man. I mean, it's for every team out there, even Georgia. Like, spring practice is spring practice, and it's just basically spring game is a live scrimmage for the fans to see. It's practice. They just set it up like an actual game with rules and regulations, and the fans get in for free and see it live, which I think is great. But there's a lot of cards in the deck that Kalen DeBoer did not show today. And
Yeah.
actually, I know some people might say, well, why not? Why not? That's what I'm saying. Why not? Hold them back. Get ready for the season. And then when that September kicks off, go for it. Full blast.
Yeah. Uh, I don't ever remember us. Uh, when we played our spring game, did we never let the red team play offense? Has that always been a thing?
Well, so actually it was always crimson versus white. And both teams got a shot on offense, defense, special teams, like an actual game under Nick Saban. I don't remember, let alone know, because I was too young. I don't know how it was before Nick Saban, but that's how it always was with Nick Saban. Was you had a crimson team and you had a white team, and you had defense and you had offense and special teams. This is a first. Now, other teams do it around the country, but for Alabama, it's a first where they switched it up for a offense defensive type of scrimmage for Kalen DeBoer. That's what he wanted to do. That's what they rolled with, and I guess it makes sense in ways. I think it worked out okay today.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's if the defense stops them on like four downs, they get points, and it was working. It were.
That was kind of what threw me off, though. It's like this point system that they had going.
Yeah,
But I
yeah,
guess it does use motivation to try to get to emphasize stopping on 3rd and 4th down, because you want to teach your team certain things, and there's certain things the coach sees that we don't as media members and fans. There's something that Kalen DeBoer was saying that he said, "Hey, this is how we're gonna do our final scrimmage, is we're going to give you points if you get some stops because this is what we need to work on," right? So, you kinda do certain things like that in the game as motivation.
Yep. No, that is true.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for having me. I'll let you get to, other callers and stuff, or probably other people want to join.
Yeah, for sure, man. Well, we don't really have anyone in the back room at the moment, but I mean, you're free to just hang out. It's not even the call-in style show. It's just kind of our little hangout, man. I just figured I'd come on and talk with you guys, but
All right. Well, I'll just watch your show. Um,
okay. Well, thank you.
all right. Have a good one. Thank you for having me.
You too, buddy. Thank you. That was what was it? Zimtex? I don't think I've seen that name. But thank you for coming on and offering some insight. You had a lot of great things happen in the game today. No separation, by the way, in the place kicker battle. You have three um, three kickers today. Upton Bellenfant, Connor Talty, who is supposedly going to be the replacement for Will Reichard, at least based on recent recruiting and what we've heard. Reed Schubach, attempted field goals or extra points. Those three guys. So Reed split the uprights with a 27-yard try. Bellenfant made one for 23 yards out, and Talty had missed a 45-yarder. All extra points were converted. So I think based on that, now you're not going to decide anything in the spring game. But Talty missing a 45-yarder. You had Schubach with 27, Bellenfant with 23. I mean, who do you place your confidence in? Connor Talty's a big time recruit out of high school, just like Will Reichard was for Alabama. But that being said, he's got work to do. He does. They all do. The whole team's got work to do. Coach has work to do. Yeah. Yeah. All right. We'll give it a few more minutes, like 2 more minutes. Honestly, I've kind of run out of stuff. I just wanted to come on and kind of recap the spring game a little bit. It's not a defining moment. I mean, it's history. They've kind of mixed it up on how they did things today. It's the start of a new era. But, you know, Kalen DeBoer would say that our game is against Western Kentucky. That's who they're focused on now. That's who they're trying to go after for right now. Focus on the first opponent in 2024 and get after it. So, and by the way, Lotzier Brooks is a 3-star wide receiver committed right after A-Day. 2025 class He plays at Millville High School in New Jersey. 3-star prospect according to 247 composite rankings. He's the number 63 wideout in the class of 2025, known as one of the fastest players in the class. Interesting. This is amazing. And they're currently in the class rankings. Alabama is number 8th in the nation. And Lotsier Brooks will be the second wide receiver in the class, joining Derek Smith from Southside. What's up, Vic? What's up, Jerry? Jerry, the different plan was I needed to have better communication with Raymond Jim and Taylor and company today. Adam Woodard was there. Who else? Crimson Brave was supposed to be there. I didn't see him. I saw him at the stop. I know what he looks like. I didn't see him at all. uh anyway, the different plan is it just needed to execute A-Day today differently. Forget the game itself. I went for the experience and it was a great. It was fine. But I wanted to do it with friends and everything, and we just, we saw each other, and then we didn't. Like finally saw each other towards the end, and then I had to get going, try to get back home. So yeah, Lots I was gonna try to come, but he got caught up in some stuff, I think. Yeah. Maybe next year we'll really get a big group and go. We'll go next year. We'll try to. I'll try to. I will tell y'all this. Made a purchase this last week, and I guess I spilled the beans to my mom. I went ahead anyway, but her Mother's Day gift. I got and it only came up because she had told me I was in the car and I told her I'm leaving A-Day. I'm going home. It's fun, but I gotta go home and rest, right? And we're on the phone and we're talking about games and we're talking about Brian Denny and everything. And what game what was it USF that she said she bought tickets to for her and my dad? And I started laughing so hard because this past week I got her a Mother's Day gift and I got 2 tickets for her and me to go. 2 tickets to this year's Iron Bowl. I started laughing uncontrollably. And she goes, "What?" And I said, "Nothing. Just wait till Mother's Day." And I was laughing, man. Yeah, that would be great, Jerry. I'd love to meet you guys. Um, but I mean, my, my mom, she's like, "I guess we're going to 2 games this year." I said, "Roll Tide." Right? Tell them, Will.
Roll Tide!
Yep. Oh man. So that'll be fun. Anyway, I've run out of stuff to talk about, man. I don't want to turn this stream at least into a hangout, but I have had a long day. I got church tomorrow and I got work. So I probably should go ahead and get some rest. In fact, we're going to do that. Hey, thanks so much for tuning in tonight at Ballard Sports Media. I love each and every one of you. Appreciate you guys. Let's keep growing and keep going here on the channel. We'll try to be more consistent with this. It gets hard with work and school. Um, Semester's winded down. We're getting stuff straightened out. We'll take the summer off. Should have more time during the summer as long as I'm not like working every single day. But we'll see. See ya, Amada. See ya, Jerry, VicTube, Connor Stallions. You still at Michigan? I don't think you are. Godfather of the SEC, Waylon, Daniel. Appreciate you all. Love you all. God bless. Good night and roll tide from Ballard Sports Media. We'll see you.